Well, CBS 19 is a proud partner of the Caldwell Zoo, and just like us, animals have jobs to help the ecosystem run, and vultures have a very important role: waste removal. Take a look. Hey y'all, I'm here at the Caldwell Zoo and I'm joined by Nicole Moore, supervisor of birds, and we're going to talk about special members of nature's cleanup crew. So Nicole, we're talking about vultures today.
Yeah.
Do they really eat dead and decaying meat?
Yes, they play a really cool part in the ecosystem where they eat decaying material and they kind of clean up everything for us. They have some really cool digestive systems that help them eat and keep those toxins out, so that way they're able to stay healthy while they do it.
And kind of how long after something has died are they still able to eat it safely?
So they usually 1 to 2 days are eating it. They don't eat completely rotten food, but they do eat rotting things.
Delicious breakfast there. How do they stay safe after, or how does this not impact their digestive system?
They have some really strong acids in their digestive system that help to break down materials and keep it safe for them to eat.
So where in the wild do you usually find vultures?
This particular species of vulture, black vulture, is native to North America. We also have another species of vulture that's native as well, the turkey vulture. They look really similar when you're looking at them flying. They both look like big black birds flying in the air. However, when you look at them up close, the black vulture has a black head and the turkey vulture has a red head.
When I picture vultures, I always picture them really just soaring through the desert. How much time do they typically spend in the air, and how do they not get tired?
Yeah, so they're incredible flyers. Vultures will catch thermals in the air and they'll soar around. They do very few wing beats if you're really watching them, so they're not getting too tired. It's really cool to watch their flight.
And the vulture that we're talking about today, Matilda, right?
Yep.
Can you tell me a bit more about her?
Yes, Matilda is 6 years old. She is one of our ambassadors, so we do a lot of training with her, and she gets to come out and meet guests and really get to be an ambassador for her wild counterparts.
And what type of training are you doing with her?
So we're doing some flight training with Matilda. We have her out and about and we'll fly her between keepers, and it's really cool. Guests get to see her flying, and you'll see when she flies that she's barely flapping.
And you told me you're working on some sort of to replicate the cleanup crew, but here at the zoo?
Yeah, so we're also doing a retrieve behavior, and with that retrieve behavior, the goal will be that we can give her some sort of recyclable material, and she'll put it into a recycle bin. So just so that way she can also be a recycle crew here at the zoo. So that'd be a really fun thing for guests to get to interact with.
And when visitors come to the zoo, when can they see Matilda doing these cool things?
During the spring, we do some raptor training at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays. We do it here, which is right across from the tigers, and we get to do some cool stuff so guests can see them, and we'll also talk about them so you guys can learn more about them.
And why is it important for guests to kind of meet someone like Matilda in person?
Yeah, so it's really good for guests to get to meet vultures. So for one, they can learn the really cool job they have in nature, and put a cute little face to that name.
Well, she certainly is adorable. I definitely recommend coming and meeting her in person.
Well, we learned so much here. Dana learned the difference between a buzzard and a vulture.
They're not the same. I always thought they were interchangeable.
A lot of people do. I thought so too. Definitely really interesting. I also learned that they eat basically roadkill. They don't eat live
They do.
animals.
So they don't kill anything for their prey like some other birds of prey do.
Right.
But they find the roadkill, and that's why they're so important to the ecosystem. They help kind of clean up a little waste management action in there.
You're giving us an appreciation for them, and I appreciate that this morning.
I'm trying to.
And Matilda, she was kind of cute.
She was so sweet. We were watching their training there. She was doing a bunch of flights back and forth between her trainers.
that.
What a good girl.
We love Matilda. All right, you guys, stay with